Hi guys, my name is Gabi Paul, but you can call me Gabby. I am a senior here at Vanguard and I am a musical theater major. Ways I am involved on campus, I am a senior representative for the theater program. I am on the gospel worship team on campus and I was an RA for the past 2 years. Oh, I would spend it either crocheting or worshiping because that's fun and I love it. That's so hard. Um, I think any time I had a Disney pass when I was younger, and that was so fun because even though my mom and my dad were split up, it was like kind of the bringing together. We would all go to Disneyland together, and it was really fun. And yeah, I think those are definitely my favorite memories as a child. Favorite game. I love the game Sardines. And I also love the game Tell Me Without Telling Me. It's a card game where it's basically charades, and you have like three different ways to communicate to your team the item that's on your card, and it's like show don't tell or like one syllable words or freestyle, and it's so fun. I played it last night and I love it so much. Okay, so I'm here to just kind of share a little bit of my story today. I was born and raised in Riverside, California, which is about like 50 minutes away. I was raised by my mom, just single mother, and my grandma. So my mom thought it was really important with the schooling that she put me in. So she put me in a private school. Woohoo, surprise, right? I went to a private Christian school growing up, and of course, it was really expensive. So when my grandma moved back home to Alabama to take care of her mother, my mom was like, "Okay, Gabby, we gotta transition you, right?" And so I transitioned to public school in middle school, which was such a culture shock because all these children were cussing a storm, and I was like, "What is happening? What are these words coming out of these children's mouths?" Right? I played like a few sports as a kid. I played softball and volleyball, but mainly I like loved to sing and dance. That was just like my thing. I would always sing and dance in the grocery aisles. My mom would always tell me to shut up and sit down because that's embarrassing, right? Then in high school, I wanted to be like everyone. I feel like when you are raised in a Christian home, there's always that sense of like, what are you missing out on? And I feel like in high school was kind of a manifestation of that, in the sense of I wanted to be liked by everyone. I wanted to be in every single friend group. I wanted to go to the high school parties. I wanted to go this, that, and the other, right? And my mom was a strict parent, meaning she was also just wanted to protect me, which I now realize was the best decision for me. She was very sensitive to the spirit, and she had a great discernment. So she would always be letting me know things that I shouldn't be doing, or telling me the things that she felt the Lord was saying to her. And of course, in high school, I did not really understand that. I was kind of like relying on my mom's faith rather than my own. Um, Fast forward to college, I I really came into college wanting to continue the habits that I had created like that past summer, where that was like substances and all that horrible things. But that's just because of the world that I had lived in and the world that I was trying to validate me, and it was ultimately horrible and very depressing and very draining because I was not able to satisfy, right? Because the world that we live in is so horrible. Um, and so coming into college, though, I I chose Vanguard like that. I feel like Vanguard was such a quick choice for me, and my initial reason of choosing Vanguard was to basically because it was a Christian institution, and I wanted to make sure that um, the college that I went to was surrounded by people that were like-minded and that would like keep me from temptation. And although that was a great decision and I'm glad I was here, um, temptation even grew even more, just because we live in a sinful world and there's sin everywhere. And so guarding your heart and guarding your mind to the lies of the enemy was something I really had to learn throughout my college experience right now. And something that's like been so huge for me, like in choosing Vanguard, like I would not have wanted to be anywhere else. I would not want to learn theater anywhere else. I would not have met my besties for a long time. I would have not have rekindled with my elementary school bestie here at Vanguard if I didn't even go to Vanguard. So like God has been so good in this season of college, might we say, this college career of mine. He's been so good. I think that this need for validation, this need of seeking the approval of others really started in high school, like I had mentioned. And so carrying that into college, like it was really, I thought really highly of making sure that I was digestible to everyone around me. I was changing who I was, and I was forgetting why the Lord had me at Vanguard. I didn't even understand the reason why God had me at Vanguard. I feel like even through sophomore, junior year, I had these cycles where I would be so high on Jesus and I'd be like, oh, God, you're so good. But it was rooted in feeling rather than rooting in the knowledge of who God is. And I think feelings are really unreliable, and is something that I've now learned. And because of these cycles, I was going in and out, seeking validation and all the horrible things. And summer going to my junior year, it was kind of like an eye-opening experience. The Lord really was working in me and he revealed more of himself that year, and I started rooting myself in him rather than in validation or rooting myself in other things. And it was truly a blessing, and the Lord was really moving in my heart, and that was like the first change or first transformation that I really felt from the Lord, because it wasn't rooted in what I was feeling. It was rooted in who he is. Through junior year, it actually, a cycle again happened because I was talking bad about people. I was gossiping. I was comparing myself to others, and it ultimately just like hurt a lot because nothing comes good out of comparison. Nothing comes good out of speaking badly about people, right? And so I went through another cycle, and this summer, whoa, the Lord really knows how to show up at the best times, right? And this summer, the Lord really brought me out of my shell, and I really learned what it looked like to kill your flesh, and like deny your flesh and pick up your cross daily. And I really understood that, and the Lord was really working through me on that. And today he's done so many amazing things in the sense of teaching me, keeping me rooted in his word. I've been able to approach his word differently, not necessarily conforming the Bible to my life, but letting the Bible conform my life, which has been something that I didn't always do. Something else the Lord has been teaching me is just surrendering to him and kind of just letting him do his thing and kind of stewarding what he has told me my role is on earth and in my relationships and in my community, and listening to him and actually stewarding what he says. I feel like it's so easy for us to hear what the Lord says and then kind of just like, okay, and then do nothing about it, where the Lord's been really teaching me how to be obedient and like not doubting his words that he says. I feel like doubt is a really big thing and has always been a really big thing for me. And so doubting is basically the lie of the enemy, right? And so the Lord's been teaching me so many things, and I'm just so grateful to be in this institution around people that love the Lord so fiercely, that live for the Lord so surrendered and so lovingly. And I would not be here. I would not be here today with the concepts, with the ideologies that I have because of the people that I've met here. Like I would not be here today. And it's really awesome to kind of be here to like share my story and share like God really has a plan for everyone's life, whether you know it now or you know it later, you know, like he has a plan, and he always has. He's so strategic in where he places people, and so like just know like you are where you are supposed to be, and live in the moment, live in the joy that you are where you are for a reason, and the Lord has a plan for you. It's the act of actually sitting in his presence and looking to him whenever things get confused or whenever you're doubting things, because he will always answer. He will always answer whether you like it or not, right? And so, yeah, I just want to say thank you for listening to my story. It's been so fun. If you want to talk to me about more of my story, I'd love to share. I'll put my Instagram down below. I'm kidding. But thank you guys for hearing me. I hope you have a blessed week, a blessed day, and a blessed year.